For the health and the stamina system, I want to have a health bar on the top portion over here, followed by a stamina bar right below it. And then right below that is going to be our XP bar. And so the stamina bar and the XP bar is not going to be labeled, but the health bar is going to say health on the top, and then it's going to have a green bar for the health. To do the functionality, we're going to go to the content drawer, go to our player info, UI, and then we're going to open up the player card. And here I'm going to go ahead and add in a text box. I'm going to put it right on top of the overlay. Select the text box and set the horizontal alignment to the right side here. And then I'm also going to rename this as health and set this to a black color. And now I'm going to go ahead and move the padding around until it fits nicely inside of this little box here. Just like this. And then right below it, I'm going to have a progress bar added to the spot. Before I add the progress bar, I'm going to go ahead and cut that portion of it using a screenshot tool so that I can make this as a background for our progress bar. I'm going to save it directly, and then I'm going to just bring it inside by dragging and dropping it. There you go. And then now I can go ahead and add in a progress bar to the overlay here. And then again, move the progress bar to the right side and then play with the padding until I get it right where it needs to be. And I'm going to increase the X size until it fills the entire bar. Just like so. And the background image, the image that we just screenshotted, I'm just going to go ahead and drag it and drop it in here. And then while having that progress bar selected, the draw as, I'm going to set this to image. So it blends right in. That looks pretty good. And now if I were to increase my percentage here, you'll see the health bar is going to increase as well. Let's set the color of the health bar to green. Somewhat of a dark greenish color. Now let's select the progress bar and then rename it to the health bar. And then now click on the binding icon right beside the percent and then click on create binding. And here we're going to simply go to our player stats. So if you go to your core player stat system, BPC player stat manager, there's actually a function called, it's a utility function get stat value. This is what we're going to use to get our health stat. Here we need to go ahead and call in an interface function. So let's go to our content drawer, core, interfaces, and under BPI player ID card, we're going to create a new function. And this would be get underscore player stat. And this is going to have an input. And this is going to be the stat input, which basically we can use this to get our health stat, stamina stat, and so on and so forth. And this would be of type player stats. This should be an enumeration, player stats. And the output should be the stat value. And this is going to be of type float. Compile and save it. Now in our BPC player stat manager, we need to implement that interface. So under class settings, we're going to go ahead and add in our BPI underscore player ID card. And if you open up the interfaces, you should see get player stat. Double click on it. And let's stretch this out. And then we're going to drag and drop our get stat value here and connect the stat here, just like so. And the return here, we're going to plug it into this return node. This is all we need to do. Compile and save this. And now back in our player ID card, we're going to go ahead and get our player character. We're going to drag off of our player and say get component by class. And then select our player stat manager. And off of this, we're going to go ahead and call in get underscore player stat. This is going to be a message. Let's move this back and then plug it in here just like this. And then the stat value, we're going to plug it into the return value. And the stat is going to be health. So if I go ahead and press play, right now you can see our health is set to 100%. Now, on top of showing the health progress bar, I also want to show a health number, like more of a percentage, to show the player how much percent of the health is remaining. And to do that, first I'm going to select this text block and then rename this to the health underscore text. TXT, and then right click on this and I'm going to go ahead and wrap it with a size box. And the size box, I'm going to do a width and a height override. I'm going to go ahead and set the width to about 90. And then the height, I'm going to probably set it to like 10 or maybe 12, just so that it fits the entire box. I'm going to go ahead and reset this padding on the right side and then move it around until the size box fits in there perfectly. Just like this. And then let me make this 37. Yeah, so it fits in there. And the width, I can probably make it like maybe 89 and make sure that this is set to fill. And that's about it. Now to do the functionality. Right now we have a function to go ahead and get the player stat. And this player stat is going to get our base health value, but it's not going to get our maximum health value. So let's create a function to tackle that. Add in a new function, and this would be get underscore player max stat value. Add in an input for this, and this is going to be the stat itself. We can use this to get our stamina or our health stat, the maximum value of it. And then the type would be e underscore player stats. And the output is going to be our max stat value. Make this of type float. Compile it. And in our BPC player stat manager, we should have the get player stat max value. Double click on it to open this function. We're going to go ahead and drag in our stat map and then drag off of this to do a find and then connect the stat here, just like so. Add in a branch and then connect the condition and then connect the execution pin to the true value here. And the max stat value is going to be coming out of this structure. So drag off of this structure line and click on break. And we're going to drag this max stat value into this just like so. And that's all you have to do to get the maximum stat value. Now back in our player cart, I'm going to select this health and then click on this binding icon and then click on create binding. And here, we're going to do the same thing that we did with the health bar. We're going to get our player character, get the component by class, and then get player stat. So copy and paste those three here. And then connect the execution pin. And then we need to get the max stat value. So drag off of the return value of this component class. And then we're going to go ahead and call for get player maximum stat value, this one. Connect the execution pin from here, just like this. And then set this to health. Leave both of them at health. And now we're just going to go ahead and do a format. I'm going to drag off of this return node and then do a format. And this format is basically what you want to show in that little field, right? So we always want to show the word health in there. Again, you can choose not to show this, but I'm going to go ahead and show it. Now I want to go ahead and plug the percentage that comes from the calculation of these two numbers. And to do that, we need to create a new input here. And to create a new input in this format text, you just need to put in parentheses. And inside of this parentheses, if I go ahead and set, let's say, %, then it's going to create a new node with the name %. And this is going to be a wildcard node, so you can plug in anything you like here. So we need to first do the calculation here, right? So first, I'm going to go ahead and drag in our base health stat, divide it by our max health stat, and then I'm going to go ahead and multiply this by 100, so we get our percentage. And then this result value, I'm going to connect it to the %. And then also at the very end over here, I'm going to put in the percentage sign, right, like that. And we're just going to take this maximum stat value execution pin and connect it to the return node here. All right, now if I go ahead and press play, you'll see it says health 100%. We can actually increase the size, and you can play with this until you find the best fitting. And that's all I wanted to do for the player health function. Now that we have the player health done, let's go ahead and do the stamina as well while we're at it. So back in our player ID card, I'm going to search for a new progress bar, add it to our overlay, and then play with the settings until I get it right below the health bar here. Actually, just before I put the progress bar here, I'm going to take a screenshot of that background and then save it directly. And I'm going to import that in, drag it and drop. There you go. And now I can select this to set it up as our progress bar background. I already have the progress bar selected, so I'm just going to go ahead and drag it and plug this in here. So our progress bar is like that. Now I'm going to play with the padding until I get this to over on the right side. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And I'm going to first go ahead and rename this to our stamina bar. And change the color to about yellow to indicate that it is stamina. And I'm going to select this binding icon and then create a new binding for the stamina bar. And this is going to be pretty straightforward, just like how we did our health bar. We're just going to copy our get player character, get component by class, get player stat. We're going to copy this over to the stamina bar function. Connect the execution pin to the get player stat, and then connect the output here to the return node and the stat value as well, and set the stat value to stamina. Compile and save, and then now you should see that our stamina bar is there as well. So that's it. That's how simple it is to do our stamina bar and also our health bar. Folks, thank you very much for stopping by in another part in our tutorial course here. I'm really looking forward to the next part where we will be starting to work on our enemy system, because I believe our player character is pretty much fleshed out and we can move on to our enemy system. I'll catch you all on the next one. Until then, have yourself a great day.